Mr. President, it truly is an honor to finally have the opportunity to sit down with you for this exclusive expose. It is the first of its kind with the sitting president, as you know. Now, my producer, Trent, has just informed me that you're going to be doing this interview high on methamphetamine. Is that true?
Absolutely.
Now, Mr. President, I'm not sure if this is your cup of tea or not, but we do have some cocaine left over from the Clinton interview. Would you care? I'll take that as a yes, but we'll have to imbibe later. Now, the first question I have to ask you is, how much exactly do you and Laura spend each year to support your drug abuse? Heroin and cocaine specifically.
$15 billion over 5 years.
An impressive expenditure, to be sure. But is it true that taxpayers are currently footing the bill to pay for these hedonistic indulgences? Whatever. Now, on Al Jazeera, reports are coming in that Iraqi men, women, and children are being beaten, butt-fucked, sucked off, and submitted to all kinds of nefarious torture. Do you have any plans to alleviate their sufferings?
Let's let the Iraqis suffer more.
Not a great plan. Can you do better than that, Mr. President? Innocent lives are at stake here. What, ultimately, would you do to help these wayward refugees?
And put them in mass graves, torture rooms, crosses or X's carved in their forehead?
You know, I actually did an internship at Abu Ghraib during the early 90s. So I guess you could say I was one of the first to take part in these highly illegal, yet fun and rewarding, torture tactics.
Thank you. Thanks for helping.
You bet. Last week, the Washington Post reported that an armless, deaf veteran rushed the White House lawn and was subsequently shot 69 times by Secret Service snipermen. What went down that fateful day?
He didn't disclose his arms, and therefore he faced serious consequences.
Sir, he didn't have any fucking arms. How the hell was he supposed to disclose them? Don't you feel that kind of a deadly response was a bit unwarranted?
We'll defend ourselves.
Yeah, but he
was dangerous.
Sir, he just wanted to talk to you about his health care benefits being dropped.
Well,
either way, it's in the past. Now, is it...
I'm a better person than you are, by the way. I'm the first American president.
Well, I guess we'll chalk that little outburst up to the meth. Are you alright? I know. You want the coke, don't you?
Right.
Yeah!
Better? Not for nothing, but what kind of a relationship do you have with Blow?
It's a very personal relationship.
I see. Well then, what does it give you?
I get great sustenance from my personal relationship.
But is it true that...
May I finish? Forgiveness, strength, guidance, compassion, power.
Do you know how badly I want to lick your balls right now?
Well, I can understand that.
I want to start with your happy trail, slither on down to your Captain Kangaroo underoos, and then lap the side of your left nut with rhythmic consistency.
Sounds like a reasonable, balanced approach.
Sorry, sir, for my perverse train of thought. On a more pleasant note, not that licking your balls wouldn't be pleasant, but Cindy, a first grader from Wisconsin, wrote in and wants to test your geographical prowess. She wants you to name the capitals of a few very famous locales. Locales, mind you, that you've visited frequently. Namely, Germany, France, Russia, and China.
Madrid, Istanbul, Pakistan, and Bali.
Well done, sir. You failed to answer any of the capitals correctly. Don't you care that the American public views you as a complete dumbass?
I care about it a lot.
But, sir, you are going to use the White House tutor to help further your intellectual capabilities, right? There is still hope. You're as free as the next man.
There's no hope. There is not freedom.
Whatever. Now, last year, immediately following your inauguration, 2,305 people and 25 midgets committed suicide in protest of your re-election. Yet you made no public...
And nobody cares more about the death than I do.
What? So you're just going to sit there with that shit-eating grin on your face? Switching gears, What exactly happened when those 7 homosexual biker gang members came in to visit you and Laura in the Oval Office? The White House press corps was mysteriously absent that day, mind you.
Listen, I wish they could have seen the 7 men that came to see me in the Oval Office.
Want to hum on my balls?
Finish, please. Please. You ask the questions, and I'll answer them if you don't mind.
No, seriously. Do you want to hum on my balls?
Please for a minute, okay? It'd be better if you let me finish my answers, and then you can follow up if you don't mind.
Whatever. I thought you were into that kind of shit. Now, Mr. Cheney spoke to us on the record right before his stint in rehab about a pet name that you and Laura came up with for your rather extensive dildo arsenal. What is it?
Used weapons of mass destruction.
I see. A very apt moniker. What have these fetishes done to those around you?
Destroyed lives.
Your dildos have destroyed lives. A provocative statement, to be sure. Your children have spoken out publicly against these devious appetites. What do you say to that?
They must not understand.
How do they not grasp the concept of you ramrodding your wife's poop chute into ecstasy with a latex cock? I hope you realize that I'm required to report these devious behaviors to the Senate Oversight Committee.
Please.
Okay. Don't freak out. Now, Mr. President, you do realize that as the leader of the free world, you and Laura are the figureheads of democracy, of the United States of America. But with all of the drug use, homosexual exploitations, zany hijinks, mass killings, sodomy, molestation, rape, murder, meth labs, and budget abuses, don't you feel that this paints our nation in a negative light?
Of course. This is what America represents.
That's an unfortunate revelation if I've ever heard one. Now, Senator Cummings came out in October with some very startling evidence against you. He's claiming that you approved a Black Ops budget increase to the tune of $250 billion to help support terrorism, specifically for Osama bin Laden. Why?
We help people.
And how would you classify these taxpayer-funded and highly illegal acts of treason?
Necessary.
Okay. But why bin Laden? What's he got that the other terrorists lack?
He's strong and he's tough. One of our greatest allies of all in the world.
So, you admire this man?
Absolutely.
Gotcha. Moving right along, a video premiered on Entertainment Tonight last week that showed you giving Cheney a handjob,
along with others,
while sucking off Rumsfeld,
at the same time,
as he was finger-fucking Laura's asshole. All the while, as White House aides poured hot bacon grease over your bodies. How were you able to pull off such an elaborate maneuver?
We can do more than, one thing at a time.
It's too bad that challenging chapter of your life is over, sir.
And there'll be other challenges, by the way.
So, you're alluding to the possibility of further sexual escapades. Sounds fantastic. Have you guys given yourselves a name yet?
The Quartet.
The Quartet, huh? Reminds me of the Roaring Twenties. Exceptionally provocative. I see now why the American people elected you for another term. What advice would you give to any African-American viewers currently watching this broadcast?
Leave our country.
And if they don't, what methods will you employ to ensure a mass exodus?
HIV/AIDS.
Just between you and me, I'm getting a raging hard-on right now.
And I don't blame you.
Oh! Did I tell you that I just recently got my concealed weapons permit? Here, let me show you.
Disarm or face serious consequences.
Suck my dick, George. I'm not disarming shit.
But...
Shh. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Go fuck your mom. So, with Thanksgiving coming up, let's go the other way and ask you what you're not thankful for this year.
Peace, freedom.
Well, what are you thankful for then?
Terror.
Terror? How does Laura feel about this pessimistic attitude?
We just had a difference of opinion.
Completely off topic, but have you ever gone ass to mouth?
Of course.
Whew, look at the time. Well, I'd like to thank you for having the candor to answer some of these tough questions. A lot of other men would have balked at them, But you, on the other hand, offered up some information that very well could put your life at risk. I really wish I could say it's been a pleasure, but it hasn't. Have a good night, dickhead.
You're welcome.